Motorsports blue.
Oh, speaking of Larson,
Wow.
we have a crash. Kyle Larson into the wall.
Kyle Larson's 2025 season has become a masterclass in controversy and conflict. NASCAR officials have delivered multiple penalties to the Hendrick Motorsports star. His team is now mounting a strategic counterattack through carefully orchestrated announcements and driver changes. The situation exploded into public view through a series of incidents that have NASCAR fans questioning everything they thought they knew about the sport's biggest names. The Indianapolis Motor Speedway incident stands as one of the most embarrassing moments in recent NASCAR history. Scott McLaughlin crashed during warm-up laps for the Indy 500. Larson's crew was caught on broadcast audio saying, "Somebody just crashed, fucking idiot." Larson then gave a thumbs up to his crew. McLaughlin's emotional response revealed the devastating impact. He said, "I really have no idea what happened. Just really upset for my team. I'm really sorry to my sponsors, my fans, my family. I don't know what happened. I can't believe we're out of the race. I had so much hope today. It's the worst moment of my life." The broadcast captured everything. Social media exploded. NASCAR's biggest star had been caught mocking a fellow competitor's misfortune on live television. Larson issued a public apology during his media session. He called his behavior embarrassing and revealed he reached out to McLaughlin personally. Larson told this to Peter Strada, "I felt really bad even before I knew that it hit the internet. I was frustrated because the rain was so light and the delay of the track drying when it was already dry. It took whatever it was, 45 minutes, and then we're coming to get lights out to go green, and I see somebody crash. Then I just reacted with more frustration. And yeah, I shouldn't have done that." He continued, "As all of us, everybody in life, wishes they could go back and not do something or do something differently. That's one of those moments for me. I feel like I'm usually pretty good about not keying up or not doing gestures and stuff, but yeah, just let my frustration get the best of me there. So it was a bit embarrassing and I felt bad. You never want to see anybody crash out of the biggest race in the world before the green. And McLaughlin is somebody who has always been super respectful to me and really nice to me. I didn't even realize it was him until I was close to alongside of him. So just wish I could have taken that back." NASCAR fans delivered brutal responses. You'd think of all people, Kyle would be extra careful doing things that can be broadcasted and posted online, one fan wrote. Another replied, "Yeah, I'm sure he felt bad about that other thing he did before knowing it hit the internet as well." McLaughlin confirmed he's on good terms with Larson. The damage to Larson's reputation had already been done. NASCAR officials hammered Larson and Hendrick Motorsports with consecutive penalties that sent shockwaves through the garage. The number 5 team failed pre-race inspection twice at Atlanta Motor Speedway. They eventually passed on their third attempt. The penalties were swift and severe. Car chief Jesse Saunders was ejected for the remainder of the weekend. Larson and his crew forfeited their pit selection for Saturday's race. Larson was forced to start 11th in the Quaker State 400. This marked the second penalty in 2 days for Hendrick Motorsports. NASCAR had already hit the team with violations following a post-race car inspection at Pocono the previous weekend. NASCAR's technical inspection process operates through 5 distinct stations. Station 1 elevates the car to visually inspect the nose, under the body, and inside. Stations 2 to 3 involve visual body inspection, using handheld templates to confirm regulatory compliance. Station 4 uses optical scanning to inspect the chassis and body. Station 5 removes holding blocks and completes final safety inspection. Teams face no punishment for failing inspection once. Multiple failures trigger escalating penalties. NASCAR's stated purpose is leveling the playing field across all competitors. The timing raised eyebrows throughout the industry. Larson had just endured public humiliation over the Indy 500 incident. Now NASCAR was hitting him with technical violations that many viewed as routine garage infractions. Hendrick Motorsports responded with a calculated series of announcements designed to keep Larson in the spotlight for positive reasons. The team confirmed Corey Day as Larson's replacement for the Iowa Xfinity Series race. Day had made his 4th and most recent start for the team at Sonoma Raceway earlier in the month. He was set to drive the number 17th car in Saturday's 250-lap race around the 0.894-mile Newton, Iowa Oval. The announcement revealed Day's expanded role moving forward. He would compete in 6 of the remaining 12 races on the 2025 schedule. Day was effectively becoming the car's primary driver despite not competing in all remaining races. Larson's Cup teammates William Byron, Alex Bowman, and Chase Elliott had all driven the car during 2025. None had further starts scheduled. Jake Finch was the only other driver to pilot the car, having done so at Dover Motor Speedway 2 weekends prior. Day's racing schedule included Saturday's race as his final regular season appearance. His playoff schedule featured Bristol Motor Speedway, the Charlotte Motor Speedway Roval, Las Vegas Motor Speedway, Martinsville Speedway, and Phoenix Raceway. His performance record showed room for improvement. Day's top result through 4 starts was 11th place at Nashville Superspeedway in early June. Raja Carruth was also expected to drive the car at some point, though no location had been confirmed. Hendrick Motorsports announced Larson would compete in both Cup and Xfinity Series races at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. The move positioned him alongside Catherine Legge as one of the few drivers attempting both races in 2025. Larson's team confirmed the news Monday morning via social media. He would drive the number 17 car, which had featured Jake Finch at Dover the previous weekend. The reigning Brickyard 400 winner would defend his crown during the Cup Series championship round. The weekend would also determine whether Ty Dillon or Ty Gibbs secured the $1 million in-season tournament prize. Larson entered the Xfinity Series Pennzoil 250 the day prior to the Cup race. This gave him 2 shots at victory lane during one of NASCAR's biggest weekends. The Instagram post announcing the decision received massive support. The HendrickCars.com account joined NASCAR fans eager to see one of the sport's most versatile drivers attempt history. Larson had previously won at Bristol, Auto Club Speedway, and Homestead Miami Speedway in the same season. He also won the Truck Series Baptist Healthy 200 and Cup Series Straight Talk Wireless 400 in the Miami races. The weekend schedule was precisely structured. Practice for the Xfinity race began at 12:05 p.m. Friday, followed by Cup Series practice an hour later. Qualifying heats for both series would be held Saturday, leading into the Pennzoil 250 at 4:30 p.m. ET on the CW Sunday's Brickyard 400 was set for 2 p.m. Eastern Time on TNT Sports and HBO Max. Larson had raced 3 Xfinity events during 2025, winning at Bristol and Texas during the Andy's Frozen Custard 300. He won the 2024 Brickyard 400 by beating Tyler Reddick in a race, featuring several restarts and late caution flags. Connor Zeilish took home a rain-delayed win at the Bet Rivers 200 in the Xfinity Series the previous weekend. Truck Series standout Raja Carruth replaced Jordan Anderson, finishing 22nd for the number 32 car after starting 16th. Carruth is the 3rd African-American driver to win a national NASCAR race. Larson had long searched to etch his name into motorsports greatness, having previously attempted the double twice. NASCAR's penalty decisions extended beyond Larson. Austin Hill received a 1-race suspension for intentionally wrecking Oric Almirola during the Pennzoil 250 at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Richard Childress Racing was forced to find a replacement driver. The team turned to Cup Series driver Austin Dillon for the Iowa race. Dillon hadn't won an Xfinity Series race in 7 years, but as a former Nationwide Series champion, RCR expressed confidence in their substitute choice. RCR made their decision quickly. Hours after Hill's suspension announcement, the team revealed via social media they had accepted NASCAR's penalty and chosen Dillon as replacement driver. Hill's suspension carried severe championship implications. He lost all 21 playoff points accumulated throughout the 2025 season, putting his championship aspirations at serious risk. To remain eligible for the postseason, he would need to apply for a waiver from NASCAR. NASCAR recently clarified that waivers are typically only granted for injuries or unforeseen circumstances. Hill's suspension stemmed from an intentional act, which could complicate his waiver request.